Hello guys, well we're back and I'm going to update you from the previous video actually, but we're going to focus only on the commodities. So, we're going to start with oil. When I first made that video, oil was only about here. This is roughly what oil looked like. And we could see a nice wick to the upside, right, pushed all the way down, showing that there's a lot of selling pressure at this point, right, because it's met quite a area of liquidity. As you can see, there was a point when price was up here and it got pushed all the way down, and we're at this point again, as you can see, pushing all the way down. But we can see that if we bring the Fibonacci retracement from up here to here, we could see that if I just edit this and add all the other levels, you can see that the 50 retracement is at the key level of $115 per barrel. And when price developed a little bit more, you could see that you could see that price has retraced all the way down to the 38 retracement at the moment, but we could possibly see a continuation down all the way to the key zone where it's $115 per barrel. It's also the 50% retracement, alongside being a very strong support, as it used to be resistance, all those points here. Now we can see there was a strong reaction to the downside. Now it's above. As it comes down and possibly retest, we could see a strong reaction to the upside. So yeah, price has developed from up here, from the last video, moving all the way further down to retest this zone of 115 per barrel. It's going to be a very key level. This as you can see in the past, it has tested quite a lot and is quite strong. So if I was looking for a trade opportunity, I would have wait until price has reached this zone. Wait till it comes all the way down, retest it before moving up to the upside. I'm trying to get rid of this. There we are. Yep, and we could see possibly a rejection wick, something that will show a lot of strong buying pressure, and that's what we need. And after that, we could potentially start trading it long after we see a change in structure. As you can see in the 4 hour, at the moment we've got a high, we got a lower high, we've got a low here, potential new low. So as you can see, price is making a series of high to lower high, lower low, lower high, lower lows, which is at the moment a downtrend. But it is the counter trend to the overall trend of the general market. As you can see, it is pushing up higher. We can see the high, a higher high, higher lows from here to here, potential new lower low at this key zone. And so at the minute, I wouldn't take any shorts on this downtrend, as you would be counter trend trading, which isn't ideal in my eyes. But if you were to counter trend trade, you could possibly see that price will push up from down here up to this point, back down here, and you could take a nice short, which is about 2%, 2.8% down. Catch that nice movement, but again, there is a high probability that you may be stopped out, as it is a strong trending upwards overall, as you can see, as it comes down and it retraces and then extends up again. So around here, I would be setting an alert maybe for when price does reach this area about here, and when price does reach this area, I'm looking for like, you know, candlestick patterns like this. So we see an evening start and then it pushes all the way down, etc, etc. We've got a little head and shoulders here and then pushes all the way down, stuff like that. So we're going to wait until price reaches this point to see what's going to happen, and we are looking for longs up to potentially 130 a barrel, as you can see, with this. Usually I would go down to the 1 hour time frame to look for my entries, but yeah, you would want some confirmation first from the higher time frames showing that yes, it will be going up. If we look at gold, when we last had a conversation, gold was around here. Gold was about here. And I was like saying, okay, if it closes below, there's a good chance that it will continue down, all the way down to this gold level, at least, as you can see. Because, well, you can see that we had price come all the way down to 1850. And then we had a strong reaction up all the way to this gold zone. And then we had previously where price has been up to here and it had a nice strong rejection all the way down to this gold zone, and up here it broke above, but then it retested, as you know, basic market structure would always retest and then carry on. So here, as we can see, when I was last speaking with you guys, it was about to close, and it did close below the 1850 as it broke below. Now what we can do is, you know, as we can see, we've got quite a bearish downtrend as it's pushing down low, lower highs, lower low, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Price came up to retest, created a higher high. Well, not a higher high, a lower high, because it's lower than this high. As you can see, this is the major trend. And you got like minor structure in here as well. But you got the major trend as it came and created a higher high, lower high, sorry, compared to this high up here and this high up here. As you can see, we are in a downtrend, strong downtrend, and even here, when we had a bit of a retracement, you can start to see that it is making another downtrend, as we've got a high, lower high, and potentially, as you can see, it has broken this low, which is now validating this lower high. Now, after we had a talk, price has developed a little bit further, as you can see here. Like I said, once it broke down, it was going to retrace and retest. It might have been a day, it might have just wicked up and then came all the way down, but at the moment, we've had a day candlestick retest the 1850. If we see it again, it's actually broke above it right now, but it hasn't closed yet. That's the important part, it hasn't closed yet. If we go down here, you can see that we had exact wicks going right up to the exact level, pushing it down because there's quite a lot of selling pressure at this point here. At the moment, we can still see that we got a bearish structure forming, as this is still lower than this high. And if we look at the 1 hour, you can see that there was multiple rejections up here, and you can see even in the hourly time frame, like the amount of times that this has you know, rejected this area, because it's a very strong area here. It's a massive wick up, pushed it all the way down, finally broke above, retested and pushed it up. This is a very key level. We will be watching this quite closely and see how the 4 hour or daily, mainly the daily candlestick closes. Because if we see it have like wick all the way up and then come all the way down but close below it, we'll have this massive wick from this candlestick all the way up here and a close below, which would indicate quite strong rejection to the upside move, and that way I can start going to the 1 hour time frame and looking for shorting positions, possibly like looking at for example, like here, a break of structure starts trending downwards, and you would take an entry at the low, previous low, take it a short, put stop loss above previous highs about here, which makes sense, and then target possibly all the way down here. But if we look at the bigger picture, this could easily move down to the 1780 zone, as you can see, as it did have a previous rejection all the way down. And yeah, that is my update for gold and oil. So recap, oil, we're looking for it to retest this zone before it pushes up. And gold, we're waiting for this candlestick to close to see what it wants to do. After that, we can react whether we want to short it or we can wait it out a little bit longer. But overall, hopefully this will help you guys in the markets and your understanding. And yeah, there'll be more videos coming soon. So see you guys soon.